Good morning. This is our last full day, and I just wanted to update you on a couple of things. First of all, plans never go as planned. We've had several setbacks, and actually I prefer to call them opportunities for rescheduling. On our first full day here, we received notice that my son had been in an accident. We were told it was an explosion involving hydrogen. Now, the scientist in me knows exactly how explosive hydrogen is, and so I was beside myself with worry. And being so far removed from where he is, he's back in the same area where we live, but we're 100 miles away. And so it took several hours before we could get the full information. And it was not an explosion, but in his job, he checks areas that have possible chemical exposure, and he breathed in some chemicals. He was taken to the hospital by ambulance, and after about, Jim, 36 hours in the hospital?
Something like that.
He was released, and it could have been lethal, but it wasn't. But I was totally useless for that entire day and didn't do any cooking, and we just did what we could to stand by the telephone and wait for news. So that was one day lost. And today we woke up to rain, and we were planning on taking our four-wheelers quite high in the mountains today. And with the weather here the way it is, and with thunderstorms in the area, it's about a 6-hour round trip, and we have canceled that because of weather and because, frankly, we're just quite exhausted. But here's what we are going to do today. We are going to get in the truck and drive up canyon, and we'll stop at the various lookout places. Jim and I no longer do a lot of hiking, but we will show you glimpses of the canyon, and we do this every time we come up here. We love this place so much, and the canyon is just spectacular, so we'll share that with you. I also wanted to share with you, since Trail Grazers is all about food on the trail, wanted to kind of give you an update of where we are with our food. So we'll be going home with a couple of meals that I had planned. The first one is this chicken and rice. Remember the video? I brought one of these to have for an evening meal, which just simply didn't happen. So it's still frozen, and we'll be taking it home frozen. The other one is this Tuscan white bean soup mix. This is such a great soup mix in a jar. All you do is just dump the ingredients in a pot, add a quart of chicken broth, and let everything simmer until it's all soft, and it's the most delicious soup. We'll be taking this home as well because we didn't use it. What Jim and I have found, and I knew this, we usually don't eat 3 meals a day when we camp. We'll have a breakfast, and then we'll kind of snack around, and then we'll have dinner. And so we do have some leftover food. Here is the guacamole. We may mix this up for this evening, but this evening we're going to have leftovers. We have those delicious ribs. They were fantastic that Jim prepared for my birthday dinner. So we'll have those ribs along with some other leftovers. So I should also alert you that you have seen me at my very worst looking on camera yesterday as we were on that trail trip. I'm a redhead. I'm a natural redhead, even though right now I henna my hair because I am not going to go gray. I am going to die with red hair. A lot of us redheads don't gray beautifully, and I'm one of them. And I have absolutely no eyebrows and no eyelashes without a little enhancement, shall we say. And every time I pull my helmet off my head, it scrapes away my enhancement to my eyebrows. And then I'm left with those great big indentations from my goggles. So that was pretty stark yesterday. But you know what? It is what it is, and we're camping, and so if we're going to be authentic, that is authenticity at its max for me. So we're going to head out, and we're going to take you with us. We're taking our truck and driving up canyon. So we'll stop along the way and give you some glimpses of what we're doing. And then when we come back this afternoon, the weather is supposed to clear by this afternoon. And we may take a short ride, but it won't be the 6-hour ride up high in the mountains. So we'll see you shortly. Here we are at Sunset Point. I'm walking up the pathway to Sunset Point. Jim is driving the car around and around in a circle because everything is so crowded. But wait till you see the view when we get to the top of this walkway. So here is Bryce Canyon. Spectacular view. We came snowshoeing here in the wintertime about 8 years ago, and it was so much fun. So here's another view from just a few feet higher. I think we're going to be getting rain. Oh, so amazing. All right, I'm going to rush back and meet Jim. So Jim found me. He found a parking place and met me up here, and he's going to take some more pictures. Here you go.
Okay. So we've got Sunset Point down here. We'll walk down this way a little bit, see if we can get some better shots. Got some shots across the way. The beautiful spires. Go down a little bit farther. Some more shots. And then this one should be really great.
We're going to the top?
If you want to. So this is Sunset Point, close to the top. And unfortunately, my geology is
Well, I'm going to give a little geology thing here in a few minutes.
Are you? Oh, okay.
Just breathtaking.
Very much so. Okay, you ready?
Ready. Just a quick little tree lesson that I used to teach my students when I would bring them out to learn a little bit of science. These are ponderosas. When the trunk is just that orangish color, that means they're at least over 100 years old. And you can always tell a ponderosa pine because the needles are in little packets, and generally from 3 to 5 needles per packet. So that's your lesson on ponderosa pines, and this whole forest is mostly ponderosa. And there are some quite large trees here. Many of them are over 100 years old. Up on the rim. End of lesson. We are driving by this burn area. It's always kind of a sad thing to see. But nature takes care of burns, and there's already new life growing. I see new trees springing up as well. Little tiny, they're about 2 feet tall. So here we are at Natural Bridge. Check out that elevation. We are getting up there. This is one of my favorite places and Jim's favorite places. We've taken many pictures here, and one of the pictures we've taken is in the introduction There it is, the natural bridge right there.
Or we can go over on that side.
We always take the picture right here, so let's do it.
Okay.
So here we are. I hope we can see the natural bridge. I can't really tell.
I can't tell. Okay.
But it is beautiful. The rock is so orange.
So let's see if we can move over there and get another shot.
Okay. So you can see straight down almost to the valley floor.
We can move over to the other far one.
You can see the pathway of the water going all the way down.
Beautiful pictures.
And you can see on the edge of the cliff above the bridge there, just the beginning of some hoodoos starting to appear from the solid limestone walls. That's what formed Bryce, was frost wasting. About half the days of the year here go from freezing to warm afternoons, and so there's a lot of freeze thaw, and it chips out the limestone and leaves those stacked hoodoos. There are some more over there. They were much more pronounced at Sunset Point, where we were. But the colors are just amazing.
When the sun is shining, it's even better.
Yes, we've got rain coming. So I think we're going to head back to camp now, and we'll see what else this day brings.
Okay, this is a little walk up to the a shot that will give you a better idea of what Pam was talking about as far as the geology of Bryce. And again, we've got a tree in front of us and that kind of thing, and this whole burn. But if we look across to our left a little bit, we can see the trees right over here, and we can see this whole plateau. And it looks like the hoodoos, if I have the term correct, and we can just see it. Very, very nice, beautiful, beautiful area in Bryce, as well as the burn. And like Pam said, that the trees, nature does take care of itself, and gives us a better idea of what this whole valley looks like here in Bryce.
So here we are, breaking down the trailer, getting the tables all set out on that bed back there, and now I'm going to raise that bed. Have to make room for the four-wheelers in here. And now you can see why we put the plates up there, so those tables don't come shooting out and hit the four-wheelers. Then I do the inside and Jim does the outside, and boy, there's plenty to do on the outside, so we finish at about the same time. I'll put this little couch up against that wall right there, and then roll up the carpet, and we should be ready to load. So we are well on our way to getting an early start this morning so we can get home in time to unload everything while we still have daylight. So we will check in with you again after we are in our home driveway. So here we are home again after a wonderful week up at Bryce. And now the work begins to unload the trailer, get the laundry done, get everything cleaned up, and ready to go to work on Monday. So thank you so much for being with us. There's Jim.
Hi, how you doing? We had a good time.
We did. We had a great time. And we hope to see you out there on the trail on one of our trips. So thanks for watching our video and for sharing and for subscribing. We really appreciate it. So we'll see you next time.